it's Melissa here from Little Kosher Lunch, and I'm so excited to talk to you today. It is approaching Hanukkah time, and today is a 2-for-1 video. I am collaborating with Everyday Jewish Mom, who you may know. She is fabulous, and we both are cooking dinners on these episodes that are suitable for a weeknight Hanukkah. My video for you today is a weeknight Hanukkah dinner with shopping that came from Costco. Marty and I decided, like on the fly, not really prepared, that we were just gonna do weeknight Hanukkah. And weeknight pretend Hanukkah is my husband's favorite holiday of the year. It's Hanukkah before Hanukkah over here. So I wanted to just quickly share with you what I bought today. I am sick, as you can hear. I'm not feeling so great. I just got back from Costco, so I'm very tired. And so my tip number 1 for you, if you're going to be doing Hanukkah for your family or in your house, is do your shopping on one day and then do your cooking another day. So here's my shopping from today. This is my real life Costco shopping list, so forgive me. Paper towels are not necessarily for your household, although paper towels are really helpful to have if you're going to be making and draining fresh latkes, which I plan on doing. I have some potatoes and an onion on hand from the market, and then I'll divvy out like the costs of what my food items for the dinner cost. For this menu, I'm going to be making salmon, or in this case it's a steelhead that I had to pick up. I like the ones ideally wild salmon with skin on, tomatoes, sauteed asparagus. I have some salad things just to have on hand, and I may cut that up as well. Since it's not yet Hanukkah, I'm going to be subbing in just a simple dessert for you using berries and maybe some ice cream. We'll get to the cooking next, but I want to encourage you to serve the latkes that you're comfortable with. I have a great video tutorial for you if you want to make your own from scratch. If you don't want to make your own latkes, that's okay too. And Marty may have some suggestions for you over on her channel. Trader Joe's has great frozen latkes. All of this can be modified, of course, to suit your own preferences and needs. I'm actually doing some late night prep work for 2 recipes in my dinner. One is roasted tomato cups, which are done and prepped and in the oven now. And then I'm going to move on to my latkes now, which for me are a labor of love and sort of quiet and meditative. They take time. If this is too much for you, you can just do a different type of latke. But my setup for latkes are old school. Box grater, an onion is peeled and ready. My potatoes are here ready to be shredded. And I have my eggs off to the side. I'm like making my own convenience food, so to speak, by doing the prep work the night before. For my tomato cups, I selected out the smallest ones and the most uniformly small ones. So the big tomatoes I'm going to save. If you were in a rush and wanted to make this dinner, I often serve my family just a cut raw veggie for dinner. So I'll probably slice raw sliced tomatoes with a dressing for those who want just a plain tomato. The smaller tomatoes that I divvied out are going to cook more quickly in my oven this evening. I did pick up at the grocery store a little bit of parsley, so if I have spare time while I'm waiting for things with the latkes, I might just mince my parsley really quickly and mince a large quantity of garlic. This is the finishing touch when you rewarm them for about 10 minutes. So I would have this pre-chopped and in my refrigerator for like the last moment when I warm up dinner. I'm back and it's time to get dinner on the table. As you can see, I have a whole spread of all of my items ready. Tomatoes that I prepared last night. They look like nothing, but these are little flavor bombs. And I have my chopped garlic and parsley that I'm going to divvy into each little cup. I'm doing an Ellie Krieger recipe for the salmon. We're going to do it in the broiler today. So my little rub is here, and I will put that recipe for you down below. And my latkes are here. So we have all of the ingredients ready for dinner, ready to either quickly cook, as I will with the asparagus and the salmon, or to stick in my lower oven just to warm. Out of a package of 2 1/4 pounds of asparagus, there was quite a lot of waste. I trimmed the tough ends, and I'm going to throw these in my freezer to make soup stock another day. This is chopped in 1 1/2 inch pieces, and I have 2 garlic cloves that I've crushed and a hot skillet. I'm going to let that garlic get into the oil and sort of flavor it. It's getting hot. I give it a head start, and then I'll throw my asparagus in to start cooking. Then we're gonna rub the salmon. Here we go. That's gonna cook and cook and cook until it's a little bit caramelized, and the water that's left on the asparagus is gonna help it steam. My salmon, which was also just over 2 pounds of salmon, I prefer not to portion it out and not to remove the skin. So the salmon is on parchment, rub with a little bit of oil, so it has a little coating front and back. My broiler is preheated and hot, and I'm just going to mix and distribute it. Because I have young children, I'm planning to leave one piece plain for them, just with a little bit of olive oil and salt, and maybe a squeeze of citrus juice later. And for the grown-ups and adventurous children, I'm going to coat this larger piece. I have clean hands, so. That's all I'm doing to my salmon, and I'm going to throw it under the broiler. You'll obviously adjust the cooking time to suit how large and thick a piece of salmon that you have. I'm going to wash my hands. Asparagus is looking good, getting sweaty in there. Now I'm gonna prep all the things that just need rewarming. For my tomatoes, which are really completely cooked, what I do is I just have chopped or minced garlic and curly parsley. That mixture goes on top of each little tomato, and it gets wilted as it rewarms. All right, we'll check those after the salmon. These latkes are so crispy and beautiful. They've come up to room temperature, so they don't need a very long time to rewarm. Once the salmon is out, I'm gonna let it rest, and that's the time when these latkes are gonna go into my upper oven. They're gonna warm until they're crispy, and then we're gonna set our plates and go have dinner. Look at that. It might be time to pull you out, salmon. All right, so that brown sugar made a beautiful crust. I'm gonna pull it out and let that rest. I'm gonna throw my latkes in the middle. All right, we're gonna switch from broiler to oven. Everything is warmed up and ready. I am gonna pull out the tomatoes, which I'm starting to smell their garlic. I'm gonna pull those out and do a plate for us. I chose a fish menu for you today because if you are keeping kosher, this is the guaranteed way that you can have sour cream on or next to your latkes, because sour cream with latkes for me is the way to have them. Other people choose to just do applesauce or no topping at all, and if that's the case, then of course you could serve a meat dish and have it still be kosher. And there are so many Jews who don't keep kosher, and I don't judge anyone, so if you choose to garnish with everything and have your brisket too, that's fine. But I hope that you'll give a Hanukkah menu a try. It's not just for weekends. You can make it easy on yourself and just use your kids' applesauces like I do. I have a little bit of tangerine wedges that you can squeeze over your spicy and sweet salmon, or you can just squeeze it over plain salmon if your family prefers less spice. Hop over to Everyday Jewish Mom's channel and check out her version of an easy weeknight dinner for Hanukkah. Whether you buy your latkes, whether you buy your rotisserie chicken, whatever you do, I hope you have a really great holiday and celebrate with some fried and delicious foods. We will be having ice cream and berries tonight, maybe with a little bit of chocolate gelt, but once the bakery's open, we're definitely having our jelly donuts for our Hanukkah. And I'd love to hear from you. If you try these recipes, do let me know. If you cook something else for Hanukkah on a weeknight, let me know. I would love to know. There's 8 nights to celebrate, so we have a lot of cooking to do and a lot of eating. Take care.